All right, shalawam. First, I want to say all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Kudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders at GMS. To the elect doing work in sincerity and in truth. Shalawam, GMS precepts, Nazar Khad here. And yeah, pretty much the title. I'm gonna just go straight to the point. Um, uh, Esau, I'll give credit one. I'll give Esau credit, right? This might seem like clickbait or something. I'm not sure what I'm gonna title it yet, but one thing I'll give Esau credit for, they know who their enemy is. All right, now part of the reason of our downfall, obviously it has something to do with, obviously it had to do with the Most High putting us in that position, but a lot of it was Israel did not realize who the enemy was. All right, the so-called Native American Indians, they didn't know who their enemy was. Even today, all of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we do not realize who their enemy is. The enemy now Esau, they know who their enemy is. Their number one enemy is us Israelites and every other nation. But their number one on their list of hated nations is the nation of Israel. And you can see that throughout history, how they treated the nation of Israel, how they treated so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And this whole thing going on today, we can fast forward. We can fast forward it as of today. The whole situation going on with what's his name, George Floyd, I believe, which now um some things are coming out where that could be from alternative news media outlets on the internet. That could have been a whole big psyop, man. That dude could still be alive. Okay. Um, which with Esau, you can't put anything past Esau. You always, whatever they tell you in face value, you always have to question it. You know, you always have to question everything that's being said or being told by the Edomites, because they are the master liars. They are the master deceivers. So this whole thing could be a situation. Now I gotta watch a movie. Brothers in the group chat mentioned same situation that's happening now as far as these cops starting these riots and these insiders, ancient provocateurs starting these riots. The same situation that happened in um the movie The Purge, or the first Purge, the last Purge movie, which I gotta watch that movie. I haven't watched it yet, but with you got these is a footage of a plain clothes cop wearing all black with a gas mask, and he's breaking down windows with a hammer, and he's got an umbrella, and it's hot as hell over there in Minneapolis. Now I don't know how hot it is, but it's not weather. It's not umbrella weather. Okay. All right. So this whole shit. But now before I digress, back to the subject. Um, Regardless if that's real, if he really died, or if it's a whole big psyop, they still know who their enemy is. Their number one plan is to get rid of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, they're the ones that further the affliction. They are the ones ever since they were created and set their pale, translucent pink toes on this earth. They have had one agenda. They have had one enemy, and it started with Jacob. Okay, and it's fast forward onto today. Their enemy is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So let me read this. This is in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, the 10th verse. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." Okay, all right. So that's how it ends. So never trust thy enemy. Never trust thy enemy. But in order not to trust an enemy, you have to realize who the enemy is, and that's something that our people lack. Okay, we always want to befriend our enemy. They call it Stockholm syndrome, when you fall in love with your captives, and that's true. That's a true statement. Okay? Here it is. We've had countless examples of this situation, the situation in Central Park. They call her Central Park Karen. The situation where the cops ran up in a black woman's house and shot her in her bed. Okay? You had the situation, that was a few weeks ago. You had the situation in the guy jogging in Atlanta. And this is just this year. I mean, this is just this year. And this is just the stuff that's on video. This is just the stuff that we know about. There are plenty, countless other stuff or in situations that happen that show Esau don't like you. But yet, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you want to just be friends with him. Let me get something. Let me get Ezekiel. And it's not in his spirit to like you, niggas, or to like you, spics. Okay? It's in his spirit to hate you. Okay? This is Ecclesiastes 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel. Shed the blood of the children of Israel. Okay? And that's what Esau has done. They have shed the blood of the children of Israel. Now, he was sanctioned to do that by the Most High because he is the Most High's whipping stick. I believe that's Psalm 17:13. Okay? But the Most High is going to kill two birds on one stone. He's going to judge. He uses you Edomites to judge us. And then he's going to judge you because Edom has not been judged as a whole for the wickedness that he's done. I'll get that next. Let me finish this. And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of the calamity, in the time that the calamity had an end. And right now we're reaching the end of our calamity. Okay, we're reaching the end of our iniquity, which is that slavery. Okay, this is the last captivity. How do we know that? You go to 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. It tells you before Israel becomes that superpower under Yahawashi Yahawashi, the nation that's going to be ruling is Edom. Okay? That's how we know that the so-called white man's Edom now, because all the prophecies are aligning. All the visions are speaking. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Let me get Jeremiah real quick. Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. Let me go down. Well, I could read this. I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret place, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children. I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. Okay? I have uncovered his secret places. Esau, you being revealed. That cop wasn't supposed to be seen. Okay? Him breaking those windows and starting those riots and starting the looting. You had Jake trying to stop the dude, man. You had one dude. Maybe if I get maybe Lord willing, I'll be able to put it. Maybe I'll do some little post production thing and I'll put it in the beginning or the end of this video. But you had Jake saying, yo, hold up, yo, stop, yo. Matter of fact, hold this. Matter of fact, he said, he told somebody else to hold his blunt while he go deals. And then he, apparently he got chased, man. Okay, and then it came out a few hours later that was an actual officer. You see? All right? Just like the movie, The Purge, the first Purge. Verse 12, there's a point. It says, for thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And that's speaking about us, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It was not meant for us to drink of that cup of slavery, drink of that cup of atrocity. Okay? But we drunk it. Why? Because we disobeyed the law, statute, commandments that were given to us. We didn't follow them. And there were strict guidelines stating if we didn't follow that, this, and that's going to happen to us. And all that happened. Okay? But guess what? We are princes of the power. We are the Most High's representation on earth. And he punished us. Matter of fact, and he still punished us. It says, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? So so the Most High is saying, look, if I dealt with my people like this, okay, how much more you think I'm gonna just let all the wicked shit that you did slide? Cause they haven't been judged yet as a whole, man. The Egyptians, they've been they've been handled with, they've been judged. Okay, you got other nations, but the number one nation on the Most High's hit list is Edom. Is Edom, okay, and they haven't been judged for their wickedness yet. Art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Surely drink of what? That cup of slavery, that cup of pain, that cup of torment. Okay, okay. Now the the video changed a little bit, but that's the spirit. Okay. I wanted to go into how Esau. Well, it's still sort of going on that premise. Esau knows who their enemy is. Okay, this is why he does all his steps to further his new world order. Well, his major thing of the major component that consists of his new world order is getting rid of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's number one on his list. Getting rid of you. Okay. All right. So that's pretty much it. I don't try to make these short as possible. Try not to ramble. Lord willing, you brothers are edified. Until the next show, shalawam.